Welcome to episode number 8 of Texas Rangers March to October series, and today I'm going to be playing what they're having me play of Game 1 of the 2020. I'm going to be playing what I can, because obviously I'm about to hop into Game 1 in the 2020 ALCS. Almost the 2021, because it's real life 2021, but this is not on show 20, so you cannot port March to October to on show 21. You can never do that, though. And the reason why my Minnesota Twins March to October continuing franchise is because after one of the World Series, you can continue in franchise, or in the next year, like take it over as a franchise in that season, so it would be 2021, or do March to October again, just the same year. I decided to continue in franchise, so I can not, and if you do that, that means you can port it over. Obviously, that's not the case anymore for franchise or road of the show, but I'm going to be playing the rest of Game 1 of the 2020 ALCS. It's top of the 5th, no score, no runners on, no runners out. We're the home team, so the Twins are batting. Top of the 5th, no runners on, no runners out, no score in Game 1 of the 2020 ALCS. If I accidentally say 2021 ALCS, if I accidentally say 2021 ALCS instead of 2020 ALCS, I mean 2020. I'm just used to saying 2021 because in my postseason I will be show 21, and because the real life year is 2021, not 2020. So, or the year in real life is 2021, not 2020. So if I do say 2021, I mean 2020. So yeah, in the 2020 NLCS, it's the Nationals and the Dodgers, and that series is tied at 1 game apiece. And our series, well, there hasn't been a game played yet. It's Game 1, no runners on, no runners out, top 5. No score between the Twins and the Rangers. We're the home team, so the Twins are batting, and let's get into it. So, we saw in real life Corey Kluber's on the not the Indians, the Yankees, but in this world he's on the Rangers. Corey Kluber pitching for the Rangers, Nelson Cruz batting for the Twins. Here we go. Only one hit for the Twins or either team. We're getting no hit. Let's watch the rendition, Mavis Sturgeon. Win the tape first day of ALCS.
Well, Matt, coming off a dominant 3-game sweep of the division series, this group enters this LCS with a perceivable air of confidence. But they also have a lot to say about the tremendous respect that they have available.
Dallow for us, Donaldson for the Twins. Both teams had 100+ wins. We had the most wins in MLB history. We went 118 and 44. They went 162. We averaged 6 runs per game. They averaged like 5.3. I mean, these offenses are. Let me put it this way: the offensives are really good. Center, cutter, curveball, forcing fastball, and changeup for Kluber. 1 hit for the Twins. No hits for us. And the 1 hit, I'm not sure who won it, but their lineups: Polando, Kepler, Arise, Garver, Cruz, Donaldson, Rosario. Really, it's on the Indians, but this is 2020. This is no Bishop 20, obviously, like I said. Mendocino and Jake K. So where's Buxton? Buxton's on the bench. Alex Avila, Arion Jones, and Marlon Gonzalez. Our bench is Sinju Chu, Todd Frazier, Jeff Mathis, Nick Solid, Andrew McCutcheon. Our lineup is Elvis Andrews, Matt Duffy, Trey Mancini, Joey Dallow, Willie Calhoun. So both DHs are batting 5th. The DH for the Twins is Nelson Cruz is batting right now. DH for us is Willie Calhoun, Danny Santana, Ronald Guzman, Robinson Chirinos, and Ruben Odor. Real life Odor, I think, is on the Yankees. Elvis Andrews is part of a trade to the A's. Now he's on the A's. And then Chris Davis over to the Rangers, but the Rangers just DFA'd him. He's in for assignment. And he held the majors in home runs in 2018. And then obviously Chu is like 38. Frazier's like 35. Mathis is, I think, at least 30 plus. So that's, I don't know, high 20s, I think, or round 30. I think he's like 28, 29. I'm not sure. And Andrew McCutcheon's like 34 or something. So yeah, we have 5 bench players. They have 4. So yeah, let's get into the game. Obviously, there's already been 4 innings that have been played, but the only that I missed was 1 hit for the Twins, which I'm not sure who it was by. As a swing and a miss. No. Tyler Clippers one from the Twins bullpen. No, can't do. It's only just me. In March, October, I never played both controls. You can't. And the only time I played like the full game was like the 2019 AL Wildcard, and like Twins March to October at that point, because I started that March to October, and then will be the show 19 when we won the World Series against the Cubs. I think we swept them. I thought we did, but I don't know we did, but we did win against the Cubs. So yeah, 0-2 down the boomstick. And called strike 3-1 down. You can't play with both shoulders and here in March to October. Can't do it, and then that's it. In 2019 AL Wild Tournament at the Indies in New York was the only time ever. And this March to October and MLB Show 21, or the March to October and MLB Show 19, which is the Twins. Now it's a franchise. I continued that March to October franchise where I played. It let you play the full game, but you can't have both shoulders. So that's the only time I don't play with both shoulders like ever. Here's Donaldson's been 267 in the postseason. Foul ball. And a hit by a pitch. That's why it says it doesn't count as a plate appearance amount at bat. 162 hits, he had 162 hits in the regular season, and he played 146 games. Donaldson was drafted by the A's, I think, so we swept in the division series. 1-2 down, and it's a foul ball. By the way, the last episode of the series will be dying. It's trying to attack Brandon corner right up here. Icon should have popped up at the beginning of the video. 50th pitch down on Kluber through 4 1/3, 2 down. Arlington was waving at Low Light Field in Arlington, Texas. Here's the postseason bracket. As you can see, the ALCS is still tied at 1 game apiece, and then it's game 1 of this series. As you can see, the Twins beat the Yankees in 5 games, 3-2, and the Yankees at home field advantage. So they beat the Yankees in game 5 in the Bronx, and then we swept the A's. So the changeup. Eddie Rosario. Surprised they're not playing Buxton and they're playing Cave instead. He has 121 career home runs and he's played 6 seasons in the big leagues. 57 pitch coming, 0-2 or 0-1 down to Rosario. And now it's an 0-2 down. Let's go with the cutter. For some reason I was aiming to hit him, but that wasn't the case. Here we go, inside cutter. Oof. Raleigh Towns living at Low Light Field in Arlington, Texas. Here we go, 0-2 down to Rosario. And got him, 2 down. Or correction, 3. That's the inning. 1-2-3 to the Twins. Halfway home in game 1. The score is 0-0 here in Arlington. My voice might sound a little different, just I've been yelling recently. Here's 10th and Maeda. The ground ball will get through. No rush from shallow right field. Down. Here's Calhoun. We're doing no hit. I'm not sure if we have a base runner or not. I don't think we have a base runner. Or if we did, it was a race on a double play. But either way, we're doing no hit. And possibly a perfect inning and thrown it in front. We're doing no hit. We're doing no hit through 4 1/3, only possibly to have a perfect, possibly to be having a perfect inning being thrown in just through 4 1/3. But definitely no hitter. Line drive, that should be hit for the no hitter. No, it won't be. So definitely no hitter, maybe a perfect inning. I'm not exactly sure. And 1 for 6 with 1 for 6 against Maeda Santana. Now Santana's with the A's or something. He's not with the Rangers anymore. And that was a hand slider at 85 right down the middle. But difficulty is beginner. By the way. Here we go. That's the outside 4 seam. And that one it down. No, and that's at least a no-hitter through 5, possibly a perfect inning through 5. 2 up is 8-9-1. Sano, Tave in the top of the order, and who's their leadoff man? Polanco. I couldn't think of it. So Sano, not bad. I want to look at that bot store. So the only hit for the Twins or the team belongs to Arise, and then there's been a hit by pitch. So the Twins have 2 base runners. A hit, a single, I think. Yeah, a single by Arise and the hit by pitch by Donaldson. That's it. And then Arise was caught stealing. And then for us, we have we don't have a perfect game. No perfect game. Guzman walked. I'm not sure what inning. Then but Maeda has a no-hitter through 5 innings, and he's faced a minimum through 5 innings. Guzman walked, but then Odor ground into a double play. So, yeah. And then we have 6 strikeouts and a want, but that want, which is by Guzman, was erased on a double play by Odor. So Maeda has a no-hitter through 5 innings, and he's faced a minimum through 5 innings. Maeda has a no-hitter through 5 innings, and he's faced a minimum through 5 innings. And then for the Twins, Ariza has a single, and Donaldson has a hit by pitch, and Ariza's caught stealing. So really, yeah. So Ariza has a single, Donaldson has a hit by pitch, and Ariza's caught stealing. Here's Sano. 55th pitch coming, a pitcher's duel here in game 1 through 5 innings. 0-1, the big boy who is 4 for 25 against Kluber with 13 strikeouts. How well, the Twins had an epic win last night. Assuming this is going up on the 11th, then an epic win. Sindel, Donaldson tied the game. This is against Chapman. They were down 5-3. Sindel by Polanco. Donaldson tied it with a home run. And Williams just did a pinch hit for Nick Gordon. And then he hit a single. And then Nelson Cruz hit a walk-off 2-run home run, called strike 3. And that was on like 10 pitches. All that, those 2 singles and 2 home runs, was on like 10 pitches. And Chapman hasn't really given up anything all year. And Twins won. And now they're 25 and 37, so they're 12 and below 500. I think they're still in last place in the AL Central. Taves 0 for 1, top of the order to follow. 0-1. Acquired from the New York Yankees in 2018. I didn't realize that. And Willie Tone was acquired from the Dodgers in 2017. 0-1 count at the Tave. Now it's just low. Curveball. 60th pitch down from Kluber, and swing and a miss, 1-2 to Cave. That's a pop-up. Will it get down, though? That is a shortstop, and he makes the catch in shallow left center field. Light to Gazelle, 1 down, or 2 down. And now it's Polanco. 0 for 2 in the game. At the ground ball, first base. Flip to the pitcher, and the inning's over. No score after 5.5 here in game 1. Here we go. You didn't miss anything. The last flip ended, so that's why I paused it. Here's Guzman, who's batted 100 in the postseason, no home run, 2 RBIs. His first at bat, he had a walk, and this is his second at bat. Well, technically first at bat, a walk doesn't count as a plate appearance, but not at bat. And we're still in a no-hitter thrown against us, and Maeda has a no-hitter through 5 innings, and he's pitched a minimum through 5 innings. Guzman walked, and it was a race on a door double play before, obviously, when the first 4 innings were simmed, so it happened in the first 4 innings. I think it happened in the 3rd inning. I think it happened in the 3rd inning. Here we go. Oh! So that's he's faced a minimum through 5 1/3, and he's a no-hitter through 5 1/3. I mean, he almost threw a no-hitter last year. He's on it 2 outs or 3 outs away from throwing a no-hitter against the Brewers. And then they were up. Twins were up 3-0. Closer Taylor Rogers blew the lead, and the Twins won. I think 4-3 in 12 innings. Here's Chirinos. I'm doing on deck. That's a ground ball. It's a no-hitter through 5 2/3. Not a perfect game, but no-hitter through 5 2/3 for Maeda. Here's Odor running a double play to erase Guzman's walk in the 3rd inning. Here we go. Oh, I thought that was an outstanding play. Slider right down the middle. Sign out of Venezuela. Odor forcing fastball slider. Circle changing the curveball and a curveball for Maeda, by the way. Oh, that's a home run, but it's foul, so would have broken up the no-hitter, but I would have given us the lead. Still no score, by the way. That was a slider right down the middle. That's a ground ball. No-hitter for Maeda through 6 innings. No scores way to the 7th. Only 1 hit, and since I came in, there's been no base runners. And here is Kepler. Arise is the only hit for the Twins or either team, and then Donaldson was hit by a pitch, and Arise was caught stealing after he got the single. And there's one down. F8 to Santana. F8 means fly out to the center fielder. F8. One down. I do have a spectator in here. My dog. She's on the couch over there. Usually she's not, but I'm in here. Close the door so I'm not too loud. Mom's sleeping right now. So she's in here, and then my dad's working outside. I was working outside earlier. I cut our fenced-in yard earlier, and now he's cutting something else, like our side yard where we burn sticks that we pick up. Speaking of sticks, I have to pick up sticks tomorrow. 2-0 count to Arise. It was the only hit for the Twins or either team. I also have to go to the gym tomorrow. 2-0 count, and that's a foul ball. And then Sunday, I'm altar serving at our church. First time since last March of 2020. I think it was last time was February 2020. Last time I've been there since like late May, but last time I altar served at my church, I think it was February 2020 or March 2020. I think it was February 2020. But either way, it's been over a year. It's been about 14 months, maybe 15. 2-2, that's a foul ball. Still 2-2. They have one guy warming up. I would just say right now, sit him down right now. So I didn't warm him up. He was already warming up. I'm not sure why. When I came in the game, 3-2 now with Mitch Garver on deck. And in this kind of game, you don't want to walk anybody because one run might win this game. 3-2 down, ground ball, and glove flip by Guzman, 2 down. And they'll win the World Series here. And by the way, next episode is I'm not sure when it's going to be, but it will be the first elimination game for either team. Or next episode series, I'm not sure when it's going to be, but it will be the first elimination game for either team in this series. And here's Garver. In real life, had some surgery, and he's out indefinitely. And he's been out indefinitely for like 2 weeks. And now we have other catchers though, like I don't know. We have some like Asadilla gonna be a catcher, and then we also have Ryan Jeffers. We have some other catchers, and that's a swing and a miss. Middle of 7, the score is still 0-0 here at Globe Field. We know bottom 7. It is the top of the order. Starting with Elvis Andrews. 57th pitch down. That's the pitch. Let's break up the no-no right now. And it's a line drive, and there goes the no-no. First hit of the game for the Rangers comes in the bottom of 7th, and there goes the no-hitter for Kenta Maeda. Now it's Matt Duffy going at first base. Nobody out. That's a fly ball. Could be gone. It's Steve Gomez Rosario. It's gone. Duffy. 2-0 Rangers in the bottom of 7th. 361 feet. 95.5 miles per hour off the bat. 2-run home run down the line and left. 2-0 Rangers in the bottom of the 7th. As it goes into that little gap between the wall and the stands, Andrews scores along with Duffy. Obviously, because Duffy had the 2-run home run. 2-0 Rangers in the bottom of 7th. As it's a 2-run home run, straight away left field. 2-0 Rangers in the bottom of 7th. And here comes Trey Mancini. So Sindel right up the no-no, and then the next pitch is a home run. 2-0 Rangers in the bottom of 7th, and here's Trey Mancini, which got via trade during the season before the trade deadline, or we got via trade from Baltimore before the trade deadline. Zach Littell and Sergio Romo are warming up in the Twins bullpen. It said that. Here's Mancini over 2-2 strikeouts, and that's another pitch. That's a line drive. It's not caught, and that will one up the wall, stays in play, but it'll be a double regardless. So a single, a home run, now a double. Runner sending nobody out in the bottom of 7th. It's already 2-0 Texas. Could be in the inning for Maeda. No, here's Gallo though. It was over 2 with a strikeout. 3 straight hits in the first 3 for the Rangers in the game. Fly ball caught by Kepler. Mancini will tap it at the 3rd easily. Runner at 3rd, 1 out for the Rangers in the bottom of the 7th. And here is I don't know. Challenge over to the line out the right is last time up. At the line drive will probably storm Mancini. Will get over his head, and it will! And it's over the Diamond Kepler, or over the Diamond Mets. Kepler double for Calhoun. 3-0 Rangers in the bottom of the 7th. And he's calling for the right. Here's Baldelli, and here comes Romo. There's Romo and Littell are both righties. But here's Santana over to the line out to the right fielder. Here's the switch hitter. He's a former Twin, too. Here gets the pitch. In real life, Romo's on the A's, I think. He was on the Twins last year in 2019, which we got via trade from Miami in 2019. I think he's on. I'm not sure what team. I think he's on the A's or some team. Fly ball. No, Tad if it's not caught, if it's caught, and it is caught on the track. Tad in is the runner at second. He easily gets to third base. Runner at third, 2 outs in the bottom of 7th. Zach Littell and Corey Darren are warming up in the Twins bullpen in what? Left center field, I think. Here we go. That's the pitch. Here's Guzman. That's a fly ball. Could be gone. Kepler's retreating, and it's gone. Guzman. 370-foot home run, the straightaway right field, 96.6 miles per hour off the bat, and it's 4-0 Rangers in the bottom of 7th. First home run of the series for Guzman, first home run of the postseason, 2-run home run in the straightaway right field, 370 feet, 96.6 miles per hour off the bat, and it's 4-0 Rangers in the bottom of 7th. Correction, 5-0 Rangers in the bottom of 7th. So I forgot that other run on the double. 5-0 Rangers in the bottom of 7th. That's 5 runs in this inning. Here's Chirinos. This is the eighth man that come to the play in the inning. Or 8th man to bat in the inning. That's a foul ball. Watch out, fans. Down the left field line. 5-0 Rangers, bottom 7, no runners on, bottom 7, 5-0 Rangers, no runners on, 2 outs. Here we go. That's the low 4-seam. Ground ball, fielded. Jeter jumped over from Polando from the outfield. Grounds got the 17-speed Chirinos. What a play. But in the inning, 2 2-run home runs by the Rangers and a sac fly. It's now 5-0 Rangers after 7 innings of play here in Game 1. So we got 5 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no runners left. Here's Cruz. Not warming up anyone yet. Here's Cruz. So, Twins haven't got a base runner since I came in. They only have one hit, was just by a single by Rise. He was caught stealing, and then Johnson was hit by a pitch, but that's it. And here's Johnson, who's 0 for 1 with that hit by a pitch. 75th pitch down from Kluber. That's somehow low. It's hitting touch the zone, but home plate umpire called it a ball. 1-0 count, and that is in there, 1-1. One and 2. And called straight 3. And he's already thoroughly in there, 2 down here in the 8th. It's 8 straight now for Kluber. And here is Eddie Rosario. Sano on dead at the end continues. And that is in there 0-1. 8th pitch coming from Kluber. And that is in there 0-2. And got him, and the inning's over. I believe he struck out the side? Yeah, he did. 9 straight down of the game for Kluber as he strikes out the side on the top of the 8th. Middle of 8th, the score is still 5-0 Rangers. Zach Littell would come in. There's Odor, who was the only guy who didn't bat in the previous inning. At the fly ball, going after it is the center fielder Cave, and it will split Cave and Kepler and go over the wall for on a minute double. As Odor does his first hit of the game, and here's the top of the order. Here's Elvis Andrews, who broke up the no-hitter in the top of the 7th. Sun warm-up, Matt Whistler and Tody Darren in the Twin bullpen. Bummer through the signal and scored the first run for the Rangers. Little fly ball, I won't be caught. And that will go all the way to the wall. Runner at center will score. Andrews digs for center, and he's in there with an RBI double. 6-0 Rangers in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Duffy with that 2-run home run that hit the Rangers on the board in the previous inning. Can he do something Again. Ground ball to Polanco. One down. There's Mancini who doubled and then scored on a sac fly. Or on a double, not sac fly, ground ball to Polanco again. He's not 1 for 4, I think, with Mancini has a double and has scored a run. It was on a, I think it was on a, whoever's up next, I think it was on a Willie Calhoun double. Here we go. 2 outs, foul ball, 0-1. Didn't miss anything, I just paused it because the last flip just ended. Here we go. 0-1 down the down, runner sending 2 outs, bottom 8, 6-0 Rangers. That's the pitch. That's a flying drive. Will Templer get there? It's over the jumping Templer. The runner's in will score. Dillon was in with a double. 7-0 Rangers in the bottom of the 8th. That's it. The Rangers have scored 7 runs in the past 2 innings. Runner sending 2 outs for Calhoun. And just another pitch. Line drive off the Sano's glove. Flips it to Hotel and the end's over. We headed to the 9th here in game 1. 7-0 Rangers. Here's Sano. They have 1 hit in the game, which is by a rise back to, I'm not sure what inning, but it was before I came in, so it was in the first 4 innings. Came on deck, then atop the order, down by a touchdown and an extra point. That's a foul ball. So a curveball right there. Tave and then top the order Polanco. And got him, 1 down here in the 9th. As Kluber 10 strikeouts as he's 2 outs away from the complete game shutout. Tave flew out. I don't know how I guess it was in the outfield. Flew out to Anderson left center field earlier. And I don't know. Sits in it, I think. Yeah. Here we go. 0-1 count inside 4-seamer after I threw the outside 4-seamer. And it's out inside barely. And 1-2. And ground ball at the middle. Flat down by O'Doran. Throw to first. Got him. Did play and did throw by O'Doran. And the Rangers are 1 out away from taking game 1. Here's Polanco. 0 for 3. And foul ball. Rally towels waving. Twins on our final strike of the evening, I guess. I'm not sure if it was a day game or not. Was it a... I want to check something. Yeah, it is a night game. Okay. So the Twins on our final strike this evening, or tonight. Our final strike tonight. Here we go. 91st pitch. And it's a ground ball. And I don't know why I dove. I did not have to dive. The ball was under a door. I should have got that easily. I went to center. I didn't even realize he went to center base. So it is could be an error. I'm not exactly sure, but I didn't have to dive. Here's Templer. Oh, it's a hit. Oh, they're saying signal and advance to center base, but I didn't have to dive for this. I thought I did. I just prematurely hit the R1 button. No way I had to dive for it. It was underneath him, so I'm gonna have to dive. And then Polanco signal the right field, and then advance on the throw to first. I don't know if he was gonna do that. Here we go. It's Kepler. So it's unfortunately it can't be a one-hitter, but it's not like that was their first hit of the game. So that would have been painful, but that was a second. 1-1. I did Polanco a hit, but here we go. 1-1 down. I still want the shutout though. 2-1 now. Here we go. 95th pitch. Center right there. Ground ball. No. Strike. 2-2. Twins on our final strike at Den tonight. Curveball. Fans on their feet. And low. 3-2. Arise is on deck. He had the first hit for the Twins earlier. And fly ball. This should do it. Under is the left fielder Gallo. And he's got it. And the Rangers take game 1 of the ALCS. They went 7-0 over the Twins here at home. Kluber just wins 2-0. My it's on. He's 0-2 and no saves. He doesn't want a save situation. Complete game shutout for the Kluber Polanco notables. He had the set-in hit, which which got past the dive on the door. I shouldn't have dove for that, but that was a set-in, not the first hit. And I realized that the other hit, their first hit before I hopped in, it was in the first 4 innings. Because it's in the first 4 innings, and shouldn't have done So here we go, game 2 next day. Not gonna play it right now. Win for command 2-0 series lead. I'm not sure that's commanding. Top 6 this time. No runners on, no runners out, no score. So same as game 1, just an inning later. And it's and NLCS is still Nationals and Dodgers are still tied at 1 game apiece. On this episode 2, I'm not sure when it's gonna be, but it will be the first elimination game for either team in this series. So yeah. I think my prediction is it's on the Rangers and the Dodgers, because it's like it'll be obviously Calhoun's former team. Really no one else's former team, but just kind of 2 powerhouses. Because I think that if I remember right, I just have to go. If I go to the West, the Dodgers are the 102 and 60 are the best record in the National League, and they're second in baseball. I think we're 18th, but we still have said 118 wins and 40. We won 118 and 44 most wins in a single season in MLB history. The record was 116 by the Mariners in 2001, but then they got swept in the division series. And we won the division by 23 games. I mean, if you look at the Mariners, who went 47 and 115, they were 71 games back. I mean, if you look at the 3 teams that won the division in the American League, all had 100+ wins. Yankees 105 and 57, Twins 162, Rangers 118 and 44. And then, I mean, if you look at the Central, 85 and 77 was the Reds, who won the division by a game over the Cubs. And the Cubs didn't make the playoffs because, 84 and 78 shouldn't get you in the playoffs, but it does in the Central because that's the weakest division in baseball. Like the NFC East, the weakest division in football. The NL Central is the weakest division in baseball, and the NFC East is the weakest division in football. So yeah, at least game 2 and 3 will be off camera, and then game 4 will be on camera if it's an elimination game. That's episode 2. That will be the first elimination game for either team in this series. If it is game 4, it will be or game 5 will be in Minnesota. It should be game 6 if it was 2-2 after 4 games. So it'll be game 4, game 5, or game 6. So in that episode series, it'll be the first elimination game for either team in this series. And next episode series will be the first elimination game for either team in this series, and it will be game 4, game 5, or game 6. And next episode, and that's on this channel, will be the next episode of my Arizona Diamondbacks MLB Show 21 March to October series. So that video I might film it later, and it might be coming out tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure, but that will be the next video on this channel. Okay, so I'm closing up board. If you like this episode, the like button. Subscribe if you have any. Sorry, mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 9 of the Texas Rangers March to October series. See episode number 9, and eat a lot of bacon, and go Rangers.